talking.
Now everybody got their mics off because they chewing.
Mm-hmm.
Although we could just let the sounds of feast.
Permeate the room.
Yes.
I ate already earlier.
No,
It's 8
Pepper,
o'clock
the
here, so.
stream is down for some reason.
Oh, okay. Because,
Voice
I
works, so that's all that matters.
I tried several different URLs at Hillbilly, and I can't hear any of them. So I didn't know if it was just me or.
I think SL's doing something.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
That-
Pepper. How'd you
When
Hello.
the phones go out back here. You say,
Mm.
well, the phone's out. So I don't know, the phone company must be doing something.
Okay, it's not me then. I'm back on Spectrum instead of T-Mobile to see if I can stay online more than 10 minutes at a time. I don't know what's up with that. I installed new drivers, I defagged, I went to Windows 11 and updated that.
Aggregator host.
No.
Okay, go into Task Manager. Are you running Windows?
Yeah.
Okay, so Control Alt Delete Task Manager, and if you see Aggregator host, disable it.
Okay.
Pain in the butt.
it on mine too.
I disable it every single time I get on the computer, and it makes SL run so much smoother.
Okay.
And you know what? And I've looked it up. Nobody really knows what it's for. It's like something running in the background that's tracking you. I don't know. I hate it.
Can you permanently disable it?
I tried. I have tried 1,000,001 times, and I can't. It's something that Microsoft has built into it.
Interesting.
You have to do it every time
Every
you
single time I
restart
open
your
up.
computer.
I check and see, and sometimes I'll even check and see if it's running in the background while I have Firestorm
This is
up.
why I don't. This is why
Yeah.
I stay on Windows 7. So you get all that quick.
Sometimes it'll start back up, but I disable it, and it really makes a huge difference for me.
Aggregator host. I'm looking at it, but it
Yeah.
says it's CPU 0.
I disable
How much
mine.
RAM is it? How much RAM?
Memory is 0.6 megabytes.
So it's not very.
Here I am.
Power usage very low. Yeah.
Hi, Glisa.
See, I'll
Hey,
turn it
Desa.
off right now. I hope
But
it don't
she
crash.
she swears
No,
that
you won't.
stuff runs
You won't.
better, smoother.
In task. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Still alive, y'all.
No, you're fine.
Tell you what, they got Firestorm up here. Very high power usage.
And then it'll go down.
Firestorm
It's funny. It
means
says very high, and then it
4
goes down.
gigabytes on one and 2 on the other. Because I'm running 2.
We talking about my Firestorm.
I ain't talking bad about it. I'm just telling you what my reasons
Hi,
are.
Angel. All right. I found a
Hitting my GPU is hitting like
just
40%.
an iMesh
Okay.
for
Hi, Glisa. Hi, Fiddler.
Hey, Fit and Glee. Sup,
I don't
Did that
think
do it?
Fiddler's here yet, is
Seems
he?
to have done it.
Yay.
Oh, I see him. He's 11 meters away from me.
Okay. I don't know where he is. We came in separate cars tonight.
Hi, Lisa.
Everybody,
Oh, that happens sometimes,
What's up,
doesn't it?
good evening.
Hi, Fed.
Evening.
Evening. Hello, Fedor.
welcome
Good
to the
evening.
club for this evening.
Why, thank you.
Pepper, I like your outfit. I like your wolf. It's a wolf.
I know, huh? Wow.
Thank you. Well, I'm thinking Thanksgiving theme.
Yeah.
You're cute.
Oh, look how pretty it's going
What
to
do
be for
wolves have to
match
do with
game.
Thanksgiving? Oh.
Beautiful. That's so pretty.
Don't catch the turkey on your shot.
Okay, let me look over there.
I think
Oh,
it
it
looks
is pretty.
Isn't it
Oh,
pretty?
yes.
all right.
Yep.
I have to go here and
Mhm.
look now. Oops, I'm up.
The blue eyes.
Ooh.
I'm gonna put one of
Very-
my GN turkeys down over there.
Glenn and I
Talking
raised
about
turkeys
ways like
for a
that.
year.
He's not here to defend himself. I
I
always
know.
liked him. I always like it for him to hear the jabs I with. I don't like
I-
doing it when he's not there.
I jabbed
Yeah.
him when he was.
We and I raised 10 turkeys one year.
Yeah, I prefer to do it while
Yeah.
he's there.
I had to build a pen which was about 12 by 10 by 15 tall, all
Oh wow.
thick and wired. Yeah, with 2x4s. And we put a doghouse in the middle, and all the hens slept in the doghouse, and the toms died on top.
That's funny.
Yeah, and but the largest tom we got was 54 pounds.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge. That's bigger than my medium-sized dog.
54-pound damn turkey.
I would play flute for him to calm him down.
We had really cool names for them, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's,
Oh no!
Easter,
Name them.
4th of July.
4th of July.
Easter and
Oh,
Passover
Look
and
at them, that's for sure. They
I
were
had 10 and we gave one away
I
to
don't know
them.
where to go, damn it! I'm lost.
Why not?
Oh, wow. Johnny's
oh my
lost.
God! Do
He's
I need to
lost.
go find Johnny?
Johnny's
over
lost.
here.
I'm trying to find my damn self.
Johnny's got a dark screen. I told him to go to the
Let me go
sky.
find him. I have my
There we
business
go.
in
I
the
got
front
it.
dress on.
He's trying to get a lighter sky.
I see him.
And he rushed
Wow.
right past it. He didn't
Hey.
see the business or the party
What
part.
the hell
He
kind of
knows
scam
it.
is this?
I gotta get a
Bull
lighter
gets
sky
ghost,
too.
grabs you, bro.
Gosh, Johnny.
Resistance is futile.
Golly.
You look
Go
good.
for it.
You look good coming,
Okay.
but you look even
There you
better
go.
going. Maybe that's not what I wanted to say.
I can't see a freaking thing on my screen.
That's
My
funny.
screen's screwed up right now.
Well, that's because you gotta find the right sky for your lightness that you want.
Midday or something.
Okay, let me see. I got midday. I've already did midday. I'm on midday
Or
4
Cal.
right now.
Try
I'm
Cal
actually-
Wind Lights. That's CALWL. That's a good one. If you're
Yeah,
wanting
it's
like a
back.
daylight.
Yeah,
kind of
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey, Wyvern.
Oh, that's not bad.
Hello.
That's not bad at
Hi,
all.
why not?
That's
Hello,
not bad.
John Reed.
Hello, Wow and Gleason, Nick
It's not
and
so bright white.
Kirsten and
like the moon is.
no, nothing's
Or
bright because I
maybe-
think Nick's got some kind of environmental thing here anyway, don't you, Nick?
I'm on Starly settings, number 6.
Yeah,
I
I
always
have
have
the
mine
Halloween
on.
sky and share, but
It's
I can
beautiful.
take it out. You don't have to use it though.
I got
like
mine
it.
But you
at
can.
autumn.
There's some
It
beautiful.
just makes it kind of
um,
dark and misty.
Try Starly settings, number 6.
I'm using whatever Nick's got.
Summer
going.
sunrise.
I like autumn.
It's absolutely
Autumn
beautiful.
midday.
I got
We're
mine
okay.
set to 6 p.m.
Sunrise, right?
Autumn midday, did you say? Autumn
Starly
midday.
Evening time.
It
Pretty well
starts with
goes
the
to a
number
comedy
1.
club in the middle of the day.
And goes to 6.
Okay,
It's the
Nick.
last one.
Well, I got 4 middays.
Well,
Go down to Cal.
Almost
and
Okay,
the top of the
sunset. There's
It's
sunset.
it's a sunrise, Johnny.
Sunrise.
Cal
there's another one in
WL.
there called
Sunrise,
Lunar.
You
sunset.
try that
Apocalypse.
one, Johnny.
Summer
Oh, no.
sunrise. And then it's really,
All green
very
and shit.
brilliant.
Oh, I see something better now, a little bit.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah,
Cal
it's a little
Wind
bit
Light? It's
better.
a day.
Johnny, take that hoodie off.
What hood?
We're trying to. What are you trying to get
kidding.
him naked for?
Oh,
God.
The hoodie.
Hey, I'm gonna get naked.
Naked.
Bump this, Joe. I'm getting naked.
That's all right. Anything goes here.
I'll be right back, folks.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Any
Wow's
of y'all
eating
ever heard
something.
of a restaurant like Anything Goes? The name of it. They used to have one in New Orleans, like when I was a kid, and I remember
Yeah, there we
adults
go.
talking about
There
it.
we go. I got something.
Never heard of it.
I see ya. I see ya.
I wonder what
Might
they
have just been
serve.
a local thing, not a
It's
franchise.
probably where the
see you,
cats
Nick.
and
I
dogs
see you,
really
Nick.
went. It wasn't Springfield.
I see Pepper there.
Yeah, I know I have.
Oh my God.
Springfield, Louisiana.
Donnie,
I
can
know,
you
but
hear us?
anything goes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Can you
there
hear
is a
Nick?
Springfield in Louisiana,
Whoops.
Okay, show.
where the
What
state
is this?
mental hospital is.
Uh-oh.
I know.
What did you give me here, Pepper?
See, some salt. She gave you some salt to go with it.
Salt.
To go with pepper.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Salty Bob to go with pepper.
Okay, it says,
Hey, is Salty Bob still around?
I gave you another
Yes, Derby.
shirt.
Okay,
to
cool. I haven't seen him
wear.
in a dog
Oh,
cage.
He's not
thank you,
here now?
sweetheart. Thank you.
I haven't seen him here in a long
Hey,
time.
Donnie,
No.
Yeah.
can you, Johnny, do
maybe
you have
match game,
everybody
match shows
turned
up.
up so you can hear
Match.
them?
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
everybody.
match games, the
Are you
cooking
sure?
shows.
Oh, I can hear. Is that better? Is this a better shirt here?
Are you sure you can hear everybody?
Zoom in on
Look at
Johnny.
that shirt.
Can you
Huh?
see
Like a-
anything, Johnny?
A red
I
sweater.
can see you.
Okay, that's all you need to see is me, buddy.
Yeah, I
Y'all
can
need
see
to give Wyvern some money so Happy Chance to get some new clothes.
No, Happen Chance got money from Happen Chance got money from Why Not last week, and
Thank
paid
you,
actually
Pepper.
paid Lisa a little bit of her money back.
You
Well,
are.
she does want to go shopping for some clothes.
Oh, I'm not gonna be Happen Chance forever. I'm going to get this goddamn password figured out eventually. Don't you worry now, boys and girls. And I do have me.
Boy,
I can be me
like
on my other
that.
computer, but I don't want to be there. I want to be in my sunroom. My other computer is in the living room.
Some kind of survey for the communicable disease place. I don't know why they're calling me.
Jesus.
Do you know where Fiddler was
Man,
last
what mail
weekend?
list you might you be on?
Yeah.
That could be why.
Ooh, well, maybe.
Better grill him.
Maybe I need to take the call.
I think so.
Better
If
see a
there's
doctor.
no reason other than it not be funny, you know, a funny
Yeah.
story to tell us later.
Oh, yeah.
True, could be.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Could
it's
Could
the
be
Center
comedy gold.
for Communicable
Think you do a whole
Disease
night of
Control
comedy
or
on that
something.
problem.
I don't know. Some university wanting to do a survey. I blocked the number. They keep calling me like every other day. If I said no thank you once, I don't need to say it 10 times, do I?
I know.
Well, they got like 100 lines connected to their system, so you probably do have to say no that many times.
Well, they have automatic ringers. These people on the phones, it automatically dials the next number. They hang up and it automatically dials another number. So
yeah.
that's the way these
Is
swipe.
there a way to block it though, or is it different numbers coming in?
You know what? I don't know. I blocked it. I said no thank you, and I haven't had another call, but who knows?
He's got robocall before he died, and the robocall, he didn't even research how to use it. So I would call him, and I would get robocalls. And the doctors were calling me, saying, "What is on your husband's phone? We can't reach him." And it's like spam, like a joke,
know
a
it is.
prank. Yeah. And I'm like, I can't reach him either. I'll just tell him, just call me. It was ridiculous. I said, Keith, you need to look at how to use this robocall before you just put it on your
Yeah,
freaking phone.
It's it's not for unrecognizable phones. It's for the it's for those scam calls that you get about, your home warranty, your car warranty, your life expectancy warranty, or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
it
but
is.
you gotta
Oh, the
make
warranty.
exceptions for the people that you know in your doctor's office and your wife and things like that, which you never did.
Actually,
I was
don't
getting
think
them too.
You shouldn't have to. If you've got these phone numbers saved in your phone, it shouldn't affect those.
Y'all should just do like me. If my phone rings, I look at the number. If I don't know it, I just ignore it.
Don't answer
That's
it.
what I do. I
That's
wait and
what
see
I do.
if there's no voicemail at the end, then I just say the hell with it. That
Don't
was spam.
bother.
Yep. Especially, lately with the elections, I was probably getting 20
yeah.
a day from a certain political party.
Especially
I don't know
out
why.
of state ones, I'm not answering those.
Yeah.
And,
I
and
don't
I learned
know
real
this.
quick
Well, all
that
my
saying
family
no
lives out
or
of state,
blocking it
so I
don't
never
really
know.
do nothing. Like you
No,
said,
it does.
they just
It just
change something.
irritates me. It's really good at that.
It is. All right, everybody, welcome to Hooligans Underground. Welcome,
Yay!
Stanley
Yay!
Ramon.
Yay! I have this now. Yay.
Well, our mission is to waste at least 1 hour of tonight, right here. Might laugh, probably will,
Might not.
might not. But then again, that's your problem. We don't worry about that. But we're gonna wait a couple more minutes so y'all can keep conversating, I guess.
Okay. Well,
Have any of
Hello.
y'all talked to Boston lately?
I haven't seen
Um,
Boston in a dog's age.
I am either.
Lisa, do you talk
He
to
was-
him, don't you?
A couple videos ago, he was in the chat. Maybe 2 videos ago.
In the
2 weeks
comments
ago.
on YouTube.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
you've talked to him since I've talked to him. He used to message me every night and all through the show.
Yeah. He's not on now. I'm the
No,
only
we're
person
not on
watching it right
Discord.
now.
Huh.
Hmm.
No.
At least I
don't
think
wanna
I
be
am.
on Discord. It's too much for my brain to handle.
Oh my God!
Well,
you
we're
got
not going in
brain?
that direction. I
You
don't
got a
want to
brain, honey?
overstress anybody.
I don't. Well, I'm trying my
We all
best
say
to
I don't know when he's watching on YouTube.
kill all
Every-
those.
All right,
watching
somebody's
tonight.
on.
Hi,
Probably,
Boston.
I don't know if it's Boston.
Are we recording yet?
That's
Probably
me.
somebody
I'm on,
here in this
I'm on
room.
there now. I'm watching
Yeah,
now.
see, I knew it. So me and Wild K is watching.
What
I
the?
got an eye on y'all, I'm telling you.
It's really cool because I can turn on my Roku TV in the morning.
Johnny, is that a Christmas show?
It's
got the
John,
20-second lag.
Thanksgiving?
Delay.
Yep.
Don't make me come over there and shred it off of you.
Oh
You
my
see my
goodness!
comments, right?
I
He'd like
gotta
it.
see what y'all talking about.
Nick, you see my comments, right?
That Wade you be talking about?
No, my comments on your YouTube channel.
Oh.
You see my comments, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Have to go back
All
and
right.
look
I'm sorry. Alright, I got the camera on Wade. Kirsten, what were you talking about? He was gonna eat something off of him.
Wait, what?
No, it was Johnny. Johnny.
Johnny.
What?
Oh,
What
shit.
the hell did I come back to?
You
Oh,
get back
God.
to Johnny with the
Poor
camera.
Wade.
See, I gotta give
Something
people
wrong with
an
someone
idea
else.
of what's going on.
Wade
To
is
hear y'all
drowning.
talking about eating
Bonnie was
something.
gonna eat something off of Wade.
He wanted
Okay,
that
Johnny's
surprise
sweater?
Out loud.
He wanted
I
to be
thought
Wade,
it,
and now he's
But I
drowning.
didn't say that out loud. But I told Johnny he wasn't to wear that Christmas sweater until after Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Or did I need to come over there and snatch it off of him?
Oh, I thought you were saying Christian shirt, and I was thinking Christian shirt.
Oh.
What's a Christian shirt?
Johnny,
Christmas.
I
Yeah.
like your shirt, bro.
Oh,
I
right.
do, too.
Thank you.
Looking at it right now.
Evidently, I do too,
Hey.
Johnny, because it's going to get me have stuff eaten off me.
Almost there.
Respect on.
I'm big to get eaten up tonight.
Right?
Now,
We're not
usually
gonna
when
get
I say
picked
them
on.
words, we talking about mosquitoes. Thank God summer's over.
Oh God, yes.
Dying.
Most deadliest animal in the world.
Temperature dip below 70 degrees. All the mosquitoes just die. They can't handle that cold shit.
Yeah,
Are you
boy.
serious? It takes a frost up here.
No, I'm not really serious. They still out there. But
But not as active.
like
though.
50 degrees or, 60 maybe. That'll knock them down. I don't know. I kind of make it a point not to go outside at night. I don't like feeding.
I have taken to buying those dunks and throwing them in my neighbor's pond.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
why not? Hurry back.
Remember
All right, y'all. I'm ready to
Remember-
say a joke.
All right,
Oh,
let's
cool.
Go for it.
Go.
go.
All right, here we go. It's about Boudreaux.
Right.
And you might guess, Boudreaux is on his deathbed.
Oh no.
Oh, his father Abe there?
Hey there, I don't know, bro. Just hang on. Let's go through the story and see, bro. Jumping ahead like that. It's like the fast forward button, bro.
Who's driving up there, Fiddler?
Now, Boudreaux is on his deathbed, and he asks his wife, he say, Marie, soon I'm gonna be gone forever. And there is something I got to know. Alright, I bet y'all thinking y'all heard this joke already, huh? Y'all know how it's gonna end.
Not really.
Oh.
No.
Alright. In all these 50 years of marriage, have you ever been unfaithful to me? Marie said, Boudreaux, I have been honest with you. Yes, I've been unfaithful to you 3 times over the last 50 years.
Ah,
But it's always for a good reason. I think y'all might have heard this one before.
No.
No?
Maybe.
All right. And I'm not going to stop right in the middle and start talking about something else. I was thinking about this other joke, but I've only got one page. And it starts with, I did what you did last house. I dropped my stethoscope. But I'm not going to go there, y'all. That would just fuck y'all's brains all up.
oh
So
yes,
we're gonna
it
go
would.
back to the
Yeah,
first story.
Yeah, I'm already having trouble.
Hi, Tim.
Now, Boudreaux obviously was hurt by his wife's confession. He says,
What
I
the-
never suspected. Can you at least tell me what you mean by good reasons?
I don't understand that shit.
And Marie said, the first time was shortly after we got married, when we was about to lose our house because we couldn't pay the mortgage. Do you remember when I went to see the banker, and the very next day, they extended our loan? Now, Boudreaux, he recalled to the bank and he said, yeah, I can forgive you for that. You saved our home. But what about number 2? And she says, Marie, she says, and do you remember when you were so sick and we didn't have no money to pay the heart surgeon? Well, I went to see your doctor that night, and if you recall, he did that surgery at no charge. Marie must have been hot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Must have been.
Boudreaux said, yeah,
He must have
I do
been
recall
good.
that. And you did it to save my life, so of course, I'm gonna forgive you for that. Now, tell me about that third time.
That was a funny one.
Marie said, do you remember when you ran for president of your golf club and you needed them 73 more votes to win? Now, that's a good wife, y'all.
Wow.
She's busy.
Alright, since that was a long one, I think it's time we go straight to
Good.
open mic time.
Well, I got some really dumb, stupid, silly ones.
Yay!
Those are kind of my favorite. Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro.
All right. I'll knock them up.
Jokes will laugh at you.
Might as well get them over with, right?
Are you coming up, buddy?
Yay, Fiddler!
Yay, Fiddler Wee!
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Fiddler!
Great to be here. And I named this Random Silly One-Liners.
Okay.
Alright, so it's gonna jump all over the place.
Good.
Okay?
I'm ADHD anyhow. It's okay.
Right. So apparently RSVPing back to a wedding invite maybe next time isn't the correct response. Right?
It might be the right thing today, though. Yeah.
I walked past a homeless guy with a sign that read, "One day this could be you." I put my money back in my pocket just in case he's right.
That's cute.
Ham and eggs. A day's work for a chicken, a lifetime commitment for a pig. They used to time me with a stopwatch. Now, they use a calendar.
True.
I would tell you my autumn joke, but you probably wouldn't fall for it.
Gonna fall for that.
It was one of the worst pickup lines ever.
Oh.
I got lost in your eyes, but I also get lost in the most. I also get lost in most department stores, so I wouldn't read too much into it. My driving instructor told me to pull over somewhere safe. After 10 minutes, he asked me why I hadn't pulled over. I said, "We're still in Chicago."
South Chicago, you mean?
It's funny, but when I walk into a spider web, I demolish its home. It's misplaced its dinner. And I still feel like the damn victim. This is what you say to someone that you just can't agree with. I don't know what your problem is, but I'll bet it's hard to pronounce. My wife likes it when I blow air on her when she's hot, but honestly, I'm not a fan.
That's cute.
She's not that hot lately.
This is something to think about. You can't get on the same page with someone who has a different book.
That's true.
Isn't that true?
Very true.
Good point.
That's deep.
I don't approve of political jokes. I've seen too many of them get elected.
Oh, yeah.
Non-stop.
This one's for Gleesa. I used to be a banker, but then I lost interest.
You're still banking on Gleesa, though.
Oh yeah, I'm banking on her. This is true. If you take away the looks, the money, the intelligence, the charm, and success, really, there's not really much difference between me and George Clooney, okay?
Right.
Once I threw a ball for my dog. It's a bit extravagant, I know, but it was his birthday and he looks great in a dinner jacket.
Aww. Seamus.
Did you hear about the coin shortage in America? We're literally running out of common sense.
That's for sure.
Oh, golly, Moses.
The man who created autocorrect just recently died. Restaurant in peace.
I love those spot correct.
They're so aggravating sometimes.
Don't you hate it when you're about to hug someone really sexy and your face slams into the mirror? I once entered the World Kleptomaniac Championship. I took the gold, I took the silver, I took the bronze.
Pick them all.
About a month before he died, my uncle had his back covered in lard. After that, he went downhill real fast. A courtroom artist was arrested today for an unknown reason. Details are sketchy at the moment.
A sketch artist? That's funny.
My wife and I were happy for at least 20 years, and then we met. I'm joking.
He's joking.
I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. The Sesame Street puzzle I bought said 3 to 5 years, but I finished it in 18 months, okay?
A blind joke. Yeah.
And my final joke. Why don't the enemies of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just flip them on their damn backs? Why don't they do that? I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Right?
Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, where we go?
Yeah,
Big hands for the fiddle,
Great
I
job. Good
I
job.
started off.
Good job.
Thank you.
Well done, Fid.
Ooh, dancing. That's suave.
Like it. Yes, very good.
I'm gonna leave that on. See how we like that. Alright. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? Alright, Boudreaux. Y'all, he died. Y'all remember that last one?
Oh my God.
Oh,
He
yeah.
died.
He's died so many times, I don't understand it.
It's friggin' Boudreaux. Yo, but this time, he went to heaven.
Oh, good.
Now, I'm still trying to figure that out,
This
but
time.
that's what the joke says, so, you know.
Okay. We'll let him go.
When he got to the pearly gates, old St. Peter was standing there. He said, Boudreaux, you know, to pass, you're going to have to take a test. Now, Boudreaux tells St. Peter, Pete, you know I don't have too much education, but I'll try my hardest. Now, St. Peter tells Boudreaux, spell love. Now, Boudreaux thinks for a while. He says, well, I think it's got an L in it. Got to start with an L. L, U, nope, that ain't it. L-O-O-V, nope. Well, finally he figures it out. L-O-V-E. St. Peter says he did okay. He can enter heaven. Because, you know, why not? Now, he said, Boudreaux, as it happens, I got an errand to run. I got to go see something. I need you to watch the gate for me. Now, of course, Boudreaux agrees. I mean, what you gonna do? It's almost as bad as telling, like, God, no. No. A few minutes later, Boudreaux's wife shows up. Now, having just passed on, and Boudreaux can't believe his eyes. Marie is back. Even in heaven, she'd had to torment him. So he tells Marie that she needs to pass a little test in order to get in. And Marie says, okay. And Boudreaux says, all right, Marie, you got to spell Czechoslovakia. Boudreaux lived happily ever after.
It was either that or chrysanthemum, right?
Alright, just a quick one, then I'll get off. Let somebody else come up. We change my camera angle. Yeah. I always forget to do that. Like, I'll be like recording the back of my head or something while I'm telling jokes. Alright, Boudreaux down at the Bayou Bar next Saturday afternoon. That don't sound right. Boudreaux was back at the Bayou Bar the next Saturday afternoon, down in a few more of them beers, and starting to feel pretty frisky. He was making some small talk with the barmaid, and pretty soon the talk turned, well, you know what Cajuns do when the talk goes too long. And Boudreaux asked the lady, he said, "Chef, which men you think make the best lovers?" She replied that the absolute best lovers are American Indians or maybe Cajuns.
Ah.
And Boudreaux, he looks at her, he says, "Chef, let me introduce myself to you. My name, Geronimo Boudreaux." Cover you.
That's cute.
Instead of Boudreaux, Joel.
Baseball. What's that beeping?
Somebody's honking their horn.
Those up there horn rocking.
That's
On goes does the driver.
That's my ride. I gotta
Who's
go.
beeping?
It's going on in
Jim's moving.
Nick's.
Jim. Alright, everybody, let's welcome up Jim.
Yay, Jim Blow!
No, my mic turned off. I couldn't hear what was going on.
Oh, there was some beeping or something.
Yeah, I lost sound on one of my.
Did a physical joke there. I
Yay,
think
Jim Blow! Yay!
Accept my apologies, Master Jim.
I did a physical joke.
I know, I caught it.
Physical joke?
Wasn't funny.
Yeah, I heard the beeping of the horn. I jumped up and said, "That's my ride. I gotta go," and walked halfway across the room. And Nick thought I was
making
getting up.
that sound, really?
No, and Nick thinks I was getting up to steal jokes. Oh, I bet. I'm ready. Oh, before I start, I want to say that I have convened a committee of Demolition Derby themes, and I have come up with a list of possible themes that we may want to incorporate into our Wednesday Derby. At 4 o'clock at Crash Country, by the way. 4 o'clock, right? I got that right? The theme for the 13th is fall, which could
Take
include...
your board and put it right behind you with one of them sticks. And
Yeah, do the
That way,
Catboy
you
thing.
know.
Come on, buddy. Do the news. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay,
My bad.
that'll have to be next week. I don't have time to do it now. Leaves, raking, pumpkins, candy, apples, sweaters, Humpty Dumpty.
Give me the info and I'll make you a sign and give it to you.
But y'all
for
insert
the
the word
signers.
sexy in front of all them things. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what-
Sexy Humpty Dumpty here.
Yeah.
Sexy
Well,
pumpkins.
Well, his crack is showing.
Yeah. We need to go on a date, dude.
That was really good.
That
All
is
the king's
good.
men, yay. Well, not the horses.
Correct.
Now,
Like that crack show.
Wade, there was an episode of How I Met Your Mother.
Ooh.
The guy's girlfriend dressed as a sexy pumpkin. And it was very nice.
Yay! Okay, girlfriend hits me a lot. I'm not saying it isn't warranted. I mean, we'll take for instance, my girlfriend and I were watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire while we were in bed, and I turned to her and I said, "Do you want to have sex?" She said, "No." And I said, "Is that your final answer?" She didn't even look at me and said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, I'd like to phone a friend."
Phone a friend. There we go.
She hit me. I took my girlfriend to a restaurant. The waiter, for some reason, took my order first, and I said, "I'll have the rump steak rare, please." And he said, "Oh, aren't you afraid about the mad cow?" I said, "No, she can order for herself."
That was wrong, but something
Wow.
funny. Yeah, well,
My girlfriend and I were sitting at a table after our high school reunion, and she kept staring at this drunken man swigging his drink. He sat alone. I said, "Do you know him?" She said, "Yeah, he's my old boyfriend. I understand he took to drinking right after we split up. So, and I hear he hasn't been sober since." I said, "My God, who would think a person could go on celebrating that long?" Then she hit me.
Again.
And then she hit me.
Right. Well, our lawnmower broke and it wouldn't run. She kept saying to me that I should get it fixed. And somehow always I had something else to take care of. You know, the shed, the boat, making beer, always something more important to me. And finally she thought, well, a clever way to make her point. So I arrived home one day. I found her seated in the tall grass, busy snipping with a pair of sewing scissors at the grass. So I watched for a while, and then I went inside and I came out and brought her a toothbrush. I said, "Okay, when you finish cutting grass, you might as well sweep the driveway."
And then
She hit you. And then she hit you.
Well, the
And then it
doctors,
hit me again.
the doctors say I will walk again, but I will always have a limp.
That
Girlfriend sat down next to me. I was flipping channels. She said, "What's on TV?" I said, "Dust."
Oh my God. And then she hit you.
She hit me.
Before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did I tell you?
Dust.
Get your ass up and clean it.
He's still limping too, right?
You know, to take care of it. Yeah.
Bingo.
Saturday morning.
Doesn't be anything.
Saturday morning, I got up early and I got dressed really quietly. I made my lunch. I slipped quietly into the garage and I hooked up the boat to the van. And I got out into the driveway and there was a torrential downpour, blowing 50 miles an hour wind. So I pulled back in the garage, turned off the radio, and discovered the weather would be bad. I turned on the radio. The weather's going to be bad all day. I went back in the house. I got undressed quietly. I slipped back into bed. I cuddled up to my wife's back and with a different thing in mind, I whispered, "The weather out there is terrible." My loving girlfriend of 5 years said, "And can you believe my stupid husband is out there fishing?" That's how my girlfriend was hinting about what she wanted for our upcoming anniversary. She said, "I want something shiny that goes from 0 to 150 in about 3 seconds." So I bought her a bathroom scale. She hit me.
And then she hit, yeah.
And then she hit me.
I hope so.
Mhm.
Scale. What's the scale? No wonder
She hit me with a
The scale.
After retiring, I
Hit me.
went to the security office to apply for benefits. A woman behind the counter asked me for my driver's license and verify my age. I looked at my pockets and I realized I left my wallet at home. So I told the woman I was very sorry to have to go home and come back later. She said, "Oh, unbutton your shirt." So I opened my shirt, revealing my curly silver hair on my chest. She said, "That's silver." She said, "Proof enough for me." Hubba hubba. And she processed the application based on the hair on my chest. So when I got home, I told my wife about the experience at the Social Security office. She said, "Well, you should have dropped your pants. You might have gotten disability too."
Oh, Lord. Oh, wow, Kenny, you're so funny. Oh, God.
I giggle when she giggles.
I do too. Well, Kay's laugh is funnier than any jokes we've heard. Seriously, God. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks.
No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. But I mean, seriously, that laugh is infectious.
Everybody needs a laugher like wild. Thank you, Chavez. My girlfriend was standing nude and looking in the bedroom mirror, and she was not happy with what she saw. She said, "I feel horrible. I look old, fat, and ugly. I really need you to pay me a compliment." So I patted her butt and I said, "At least you still have perfect eyesight."
And then she hit you.
Yes, you did.
Baby's still alive.
I rear-ended a car this morning. It was starting a really bad day. The driver got out of the other car and he was a dwarf. He looked up at me and he says, "I am not happy." I said, "So, well, which one are you doing?"
Frankie at the moment.
Oh,
Oh my God. I hope you're not grumpy.
He was at that point. 1 year ago, I decided to buy my girlfriend's mother a cemetery plot as a Christmas gift.
Oh my God.
oh my Lord. Hey, that's not a bad gift. That's a thought thing.
Pretty big.
Expensive, but it's kind of like, go away, bitch. Whatever.
Not romantic, but it's thoughtful.
Next year, I didn't buy her a gift. She asked why. I said, "You haven't used the one I bought you last year." I appreciate all your comments and laughs. That Christmas tree tomorrow.
Doing you a lot of good.
All right, big hand.
Awesome,
Yeah,
good. Very good, buddy.
Jimbo! That was very good, Jimbo.
That was
Honestly, you're very generous.
Good job.
Thank you. Of course not.
Y'all not gonna believe this. Boudreaux
Found the other page.
lay dying in his bed
Oh God.
Again?
while suffering the agonies of his impending death. He suddenly, oh wait, never mind. No, this just happened last week. This can't be. I know y'all
He's
gonna
not dying, man. He's not dying. Thank God.
See, I'll say the same joke as long as there's, like a month in between.
I remember it.
Yeah. All right, Boudreaux, he working the night
Really
shift.
not important with this.
One night he gets off early
That's
and he heads home.
recovery. Sorry.
When he gets down to his street, he sees Thibodeau running along, naked. He rolls down the window and asks Thibodeau why he's running down the street naked. Thibodeau said, "'Cause you coming home early, fool."
He gives him That's funny.
All right,
An answer.
I'll do one and then we'll call open mic again. 7:34. Yeah, we got time. All right, y'all.
Well, do we have a deadline, really? Seriously?
Never,
Okay.
ever.
Okay.
Y'all not gonna believe this. Just not gonna
Right,
believe
Jim.
it. Boudreaux, Thibodeau, and Claude. They all died.
Claude.
Yeah, Claude.
God, they've been dead so many times I can't even count.
They all died. Went to heaven.
He was my
St.
favorite.
Peter
He never showed
meets him at the gates and welcomes him. He says, "There ain't no rules except for one. Don't touch my ducks."
Mm-mm.
Y'all probably heard this. The men say, "Okay," and they head on inside them big old pearly gates. Loving life. One day, old Claude, gotta be Claude, right? He walking by and he sees one of them ducks and immediately goes over to touch him. Now St. Peter, he come flying out of nowhere, grabs Claude and marries him to the ugliest woman he has ever seen because he touched the duck. Now Boudreaux and Thibodeau are reminded, don't touch my ducks. Now one day Thibodeau sees the ducks. He decides he's gonna shoot that duck. St. Peter ain't said nothing about shooting him, right?
Oh.
Again, St. Peter comes out in a fiery rage and marries him to an even uglier woman. Now Boudreaux, he swears he will never, ever touch one of those ducks. Ever. Now,
Didn't
we
they have
know
any deer there?
Boudreaux is a man of his word. He didn't touch no ducks. Now, but one day, as he's walking, just minding his own business, walking around heaven, St. Peter runs up and married Boudreaux to the most beautiful woman he had ever seen.
Oh no!
Now, Boudreaux can't believe his luck. And he asks his bride how he got here, or how she got here. And his new wife says, well, I don't know how you got here, but all I did was touch one of them goddamn ducks. Alright, open mic time, y'all.
No, bro. Good going.
Wade?
Come on, Wade! Yay!
Yeah, I got it.
Wade.
Two people advancing.
Oh, who was up?
Wade
I'll
closer.
step back. I'll step back. Y'all go
I
ahead.
ain't asking
It
nobody.
ain't no
No,
bitch.
it's your turn.
Look, I gotta
get closer.
decipher what the hell y'all
Just
doing.
get up there, Wade. Come on, buddy.
Alright,
Acquiesce.
everybody, let's
Acquiesce.
welcome Wade.
All right, y'all.
Yay!
Hey, y'all. So,
I don't have a clap, so I'm just saying yay.
I appreciate that.
We're glad you don't have the
We don't
clap.
want you giving anybody the clap.
I want the clap. I'll take the clap. I don't care.
The shots,
Carolina girls.
So, the teacher decides she's going to have a little talk about what people are going to be when they grow up. What you want to be. What is your goal in life? So she calls out to the class. She says, all right, somebody, put your hand up. Tell me what you want to be in your life. Little Johnny's sitting there and he blurts out, without putting his hand up, he just blurts out, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. I'm going to have houses all over the world. I am going to have the hottest bitch for a wife. I'm going to have credit cards. She is going to get everything she wants. I'm going to give her an unlimited black card that she can shop anywhere she wants. She can have access to my jet. She can go anywhere she wants. She can live in any one of my houses. I am going to have the baddest bitch out there, and I'm going to make love to her 3 hours a day. Now, the teacher is standing there, and she's like, what do I do about this? She's sitting there thinking in her head. She said, I can't really let Johnny say all that stuff, but you know what? Johnny didn't put his hand up, so I'm not going to acknowledge him. I'm just going to act like he didn't talk at all. So Susie puts her hand up. She goes, oh, yes, Susie, my favorite. She's going to save me. She looks over. She goes, Susie, what do you want to be when you grow up? Susie stands up and smiles. She says, I want to be Johnny's bitch.
I love that one.
Me too.
I do, too. I want to be Johnny's bitch if I get all that.
Me too.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, even a guy would be Johnny's bitch at this point.
Right? All right, y'all. So I'm gonna hit you with a little of my history. This is what happened to me when I was young. So y'all may have guessed I may not have been the best kid. I may have had a little excitement in my past. I may have fallen off the path a few times. Whatever. So I had a best friend, Jeff Carroll. Jeff Carroll. Names are changed to protect the innocent here. Jeff was my best friend. Jeff had a mom that was less than maternal. For example, at Christmas time, she would head off to Vegas and she would throw 2 Hungry Men meals in the freezer and tell Jeff and his brother Robbie that was their Christmas dinner and that's what you got. Merry Christmas, and she'd head off to Vegas. She was constantly just leaving and never telling them. She was one of those women who, even though she had 2 kids, didn't want either one of them. And she's not a good lady. So
No.
she ended up leaving the kids home alone a lot.
Sad, bro. This ain't even funny.
No.
One day, it's the way it is sometimes. One day we decide we're going to have a party while his mom is out of town. His mom goes out of town. We're like, let's have a party. So we go have a party at Jeff and Robbie's house. It is a 2-day blowout. We started early Friday and ended up Sunday morning. All through that time, there were people in and out. There were kegs in the pool. There were just drugs. I can't even tell you all the stuff that was happening at this party. Now, it comes Sunday, Saturday night, about 4 a.m. We finally kick everybody out of the house. It's time to crash because we got to clean this house before his mom gets home Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, because she always got home about Sunday evening. So we go ahead and we head into Jeff's room and we crash. It's me and Jeff and Derek and Michael, and we are in that bedroom and we're crashed out. And deep in sleep, and all of a sudden the door is kicked open. So we all start awake. We turn and look, and there is a mummy standing in the door holding a dead dog, shaking it at us and going, oh, Now, understand, folks, we have been drinking all weekend. We're still drunk. This little 4 or 5 hour nap that we've had has not gotten rid of all the alcohol in our system. We are still high as fuck because we're bad kids. And this mummy has just kicked open the door of people that were deep in sleep and is yelling at us and shaking a dead dog at us. I'm pretty sure I pissed on Jeff's bed on my way out the window. I dove out his window. Derek follows me right out. I'm not sure which way Michael went, and I knew Jeff was fucked. Because it's his house. You got to stay, right? Scared the crap out of me. Scared the crap out of all of us. Derek and I are running away, find his car, and we head home. We're like, holy shit, what the fuck was that, dude? What in the flying fuck was that? There's a fucking mummy with a dead dog in Jeff's house. So we catch up with Jeff a couple of days later because he gets in a lot of trouble. It was, like I said, there were kegs floating in the pool. We did not get a chance to clean up. And it turns out what happened was this was in the 80s, y'all. Jeff's mother had gone to get a facelift. And this was back in the 80s where they did the facelift and then they wrap up your whole face, right? To keep you from getting infection. And they tell you, because they have to break the jaw or whatever they do, that you can't talk. Because it will mess up your face will fall. Your entire face will fall if you talk. Jeff's mother had this little Pomeranian, I don't know what the hell it was, but this little dog named Tootie, it was like 20 years old. This dog should not have lived that long. So what had evidently happened is during the party and sometime, this doggy started feeling ill. That night when we went to bed, the dog laid down outside Jeff's door and had perished. It died from old age. This was an old fucking dog. So in comes his mom. She sees the house in total disarray, everything trashed, walks over it. She's mad as hell now, walks to Jeff's room, looks down, and sees her dead dog laying at his door, bends down, picks it up, kicks open the door, and starts screaming at us. But because she can't talk, because her face will fall, all we get is, oh. So this is what we saw.
Wow.
That was good, not good.
You are very bad children.
We're the worst. I promise. We are not good kids.
Yeah.
But we got the shit scared out of us with a mummy and a dead dog. So
she deserved it anyhow.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she did. She deserved it.
So there's a little glimpse into my past, into my misfit youth. Horse and the chicken are out playing in the farmer's yard one time, and they're messing around, and the horse messes around and falls in a mud puddle. Horse is like, oh my God, save me, I'm going to drown, I'm going to die in this mud puddle. The chicken's looking around like, I don't know what to do. Horse says, go get the farmer. So the chicken runs over to get the farmer, and the farmer's not there, but the farmer left the keys to his BMW. So the chicken grabs the BMW, heads out to get the horse, ties a rope around the BMW, throws the rope to the horse grabs it, and Out he comes, right out of the water, out of the mud puddle. The horse is so thankful. He's like, "Oh, thank you." And the chicken's like, "Yes, no problem. You're my friend. We're safe." So the next week, couple of weeks later, they're messing around, and the chicken falls into the mud puddle this time. And the chicken's like, "Go get the farmer. Go get the car. Go get something." And the horse is looking around and sees that the car's not there. The farmer's not there. The horse shrugs and walks and stands over the mud puddle, drops his dick down. The chicken reaches up, grabs the horse's dick, and climbs up and gets out. Y'all know what the moral of the story is?
No.
If you're hung like a horse, you don't need to get a BMW to pick up chicks. And there we go. I'm out. Y'all have a good one.
That was great.
That was.
All right, big hand for Wade. Though.
Yay, Wade! That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, before I launch off on another death joke problem, I don't know what's next. Kirsten, you got some jokes?
I do.
Alright, I know who's next. Alright, one quick joke from me, and then I'll get Kirsten up here.
Okay.
Alright, Boudreaux,
And I can
Thibodeau,
be next.
and Abear
Or
down at the Bayou Ball last Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And as usual, Boudreaux had way too much to drink, and he started a fight with both of his buddies. Okay, why? Now, the police showed up and threw Boudreaux in jail. Now, Monday morning, standing in court, Boudreaux was asked by the judge, "Where do you work?" Boudreaux says, "Here and there." The judge tried again. "What do you do for a living, Boudreaux?" "This and that."
This and that.
This and that. The judge tells the arresting officer, "Lock him up." He ain't playing that shit. Boudreaux says, "Wait, Judge, when can I get out?" Judge says, "Well, sooner or later." That was a dumb joke. That was probably the dumbest one
That was a
ever.
good joke. It was a good joke. Sooner or later. Yep.
All right, y'all.
Alligator.
Welcome up, Kirsten.
Yay, Kirsten!
Hey, Kirsten.
Yay, buddy!
You ain't moving.
Just click that chair, girl. Look at those buns, Lord.
Lord.
She was telling me all
What
day
is this?
her dress
What are you wearing? Nothing.
I don't know.
in the back.
That's
Holy
right.
shit,
Wow.
they got
That's right.
physics and
Business in the
everything.
front, party in the back.
Physics and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
How are y'all doing? Huh?
better now that you're on the stage, because this is almost like
All right.
yeah, come on, buddy.
All right. So one day there were two boys playing by a stream. One of the young boys saw a bush and went over to it. The other boy couldn't figure out why his friend was at the bush for so long. So the other boy went over to the bush and he looked. The two boys were looking at a woman bathing naked in the stream. All of a sudden, the second boy took off running. The first boy couldn't understand why he ran away, so he took off after his friend. Finally, he caught up to him and asked why he ran away. The boy said to his friend, "Well, my mom told me if I ever saw a naked lady, I would turn to stone, and I felt something getting hard, so I ran."
I do that today.
Oh, that's good. You're doing better than half the men your age. Okay. Mhm.
All right. So, there's this overweight guy who's watching the TV, and the commercial comes on for a guaranteed weight loss of 10 pounds in 1 week. So the guy thinks, what the hell? He signs up for it. And the next morning, an incredibly beautiful woman is standing at his door, and nothing but a pair of running shoes and a sign about her neck that reads, "If you can catch me, you can have me." As soon as he sees her, she takes off running. He tries to catch her, but is unable to. This continues for a week, at the end of which the man has lost 10 pounds.
Yay.
After this, he tries the next weight loss plan. 15 pounds in a week. The next morning, an even more beautiful woman is standing at that door in a similar condition. The same woman, the same thing happens with her as the first woman, except he almost catches her. This continues for a week, at the end of which he, as suspected, weighs 15 pounds less. Excited about his success, he decides to do the master program. Before he signs up, he is required to sign a waiver and is warned about the intensity of this plan. Still, he signs up. The next morning, waiting at the door is a hulking 300-pound muscle man with nothing but a pair of running shoes, a raging erection, and a sign around his neck that says, "If I catch you, you're mine." The man was supposed to lose 25 pounds in the week. He lost 34.
Yay!
He was running.
Oh, wow.
He's running and running.
A man was having premature. What?
Oh, I just said I'd been like Forrest Gump running across America. And so they didn't have to be.
More chocolates. More chocolates.
A man was having premature ejaculation problems, so he went to his doctor. The doctor said, "When you feel like you're getting ready to ejaculate, try startling yourself." That same day, the man went to the store and bought himself a starter pistol and ran home to his wife. That night, the two were having sex and found themselves in the 69 position. The man felt the urge. He felt the urge to ejaculate, and he fired the starter pistol. The next day, he went back to the doctor, who asked how it went. The man answered,
You're gonna be like that girl on TikTok, for God's sakes.
the man answered, "Not well. When I fired the pistol," Wade, turn your headset off. "When I fired the pistol, my wife pooped on my face, bit 3 inches off my penis, and my neighbor came out of the closet with his hands in the air."
That was funny.
That was the funniest joke I've heard in a long time.
Good.
A wife comes home late one night and quietly opens the door to her bedroom. From under the blanket, she sees 4 legs instead of just her husband's 2. She reaches for a baseball bat and starts hitting the blanket as hard as she can. Once she's done, she goes to the kitchen to have a drink. As she enters, she sees her husband there reading a magazine.
Oh my God.
He says, "Hi, darling. Your parents have come to visit, so I let them stay in our bed."
Okay, now I'm dying over here.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I think I got one more.
Oh, goody.
I'm gonna sit back down.
Where do you get these?
I search high and low for my content.
Nasty funny jokes for us. That's so funny. Oh Lord.
Okay, so an old man goes to a church and is making a confession. The man says, "Father, I am 75 years old. I've been married for 50 years, and all these years I've been faithful to my wife. but yesterday I was intimate with an 18-year-old.
Mm.
So the father says, when was the last time you made a confession? The man says, I never have, I'm Jewish. The father says, then why are you telling me all this? He said, hell, I'm telling everybody. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Hey, Kirsten, that was fabulous.
Good job.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Yay!
Alright, who's got some jokes? We're gonna wrap us up for tonight. Who's up?
Well, I can
Hey,
tell a
Wyvern.
couple. I can tell a
Wyvern.
couple, but I gotta stand up before I can do it.
You do.
Lisa's got a few.
Oh,
I mean,
yes, you do, Gleese. Oh,
Tom.
wait. All right, we have time. There's no deadline here, boys and girls.
I'm good.
That's right.
Huh.
I'm good.
Go for it.
All right, Gleesa, this is for you. How did the zombie get into college?
I don't know.
The zombie got all the brains in the family. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle?
Wheels?
A tire.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a double
That is
joke.
terrible. That is terrible.
Oh, come on. Why was a little cookie so sad?
I don't know.
Well, because her mom was away for so long.
A wafer. A wafer.
Why is being in the military like a blowjob?
Oh.
So the closer you get to the discharge, the better you feel.
Oh, that's a lie. Oh my God, that's true.
What do you call a 90-year-old man who still can masturbate? A Miracle Whip.
What?
A miracle whip?
A Miracle Whip. What do you call an Afghan virgin?
What?
Never been laid on. You know the hardest part about eating a vegetable? Putting her back in the wheelchair when you're done.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, why did the mafia cross the road? Forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
What did the Alabama sheriff call the black guy who had been shot 15 times? The worst case of suicide he'd ever seen.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was...
What do you get when you cross the Atlantic Ocean with the Titanic?
Sunk.
Halfway, yeah, halfway. You're right, you're right. What do you call a gang banger that's behind bars?
A what there?
A gang banger. What do you call a gang banger behind bars? Anything you want. They're behind bars. What do you care? You know the difference between a rabbi and a priest?
No.
No.
A rabbi cuts them off, a priest sucks them off.
Ooh.
I'm leaving
That's all
lightning
right.
for the
You're going
strike.
down.
I felt sorry for the hypnotist I saw last night. He hypnotized 7 guys and then he dropped the mic on his foot and he yelled, "Fuck me," and what happened next is never... It's gonna haunt me the rest of my life.
Oh my God. That'd be hilarious.
How many animals can you fit in a pair of pantyhose? 2 calves, an ass, a beaver, a shitload of hares, a camel toe, a fish nobody can find.
Nobody could find.
So the wife's in the kitchen, prepping her usual soft-boiled eggs, toast and all, wearing the t-shirt she slept in, and her husband walks in. She turns to him and says, "You've got to make love to me this very moment." And his eyes lit up. He thought maybe he was still dreaming, or maybe this was just his lucky day. But not wanting to lose the moment, he embraced her and gave her his all right there on the kitchen table. Afterwards, she said thanks, and she went back to the stove. Her t-shirt was still up around her neck. Happy but a tad puzzled, the husband said, "What was that all about?" And she said, "The egg timer's broken, honey."
That's crazy.
I saw this sign. It said, "Watch for children," and I thought, wow, that sounds like a really fair trade. The older man's slowly becoming sicker and sicker as time goes on, and the man never took it seriously at first. He figured he was getting older, he blamed it on age, and after a few weeks, he developed an incredible, frequent, annoying cough. And his wife's annoyed, constantly telling him, go to the doctor, but the man's refusing. So one day, during an argument, his wife, dad with his coughing and hacking, she says, "I'm making a bet. If this fucking coughing kills you, I'm going to write 'I told you so' on your tombstone." And the man laughed her off, since they both have a twisted sense of humor anyways. And he says, "Okay, that's a deal. If the coffin kills him, she can carve that." So the man keeps on for another week, but one day he's out going for a walk in his neighborhood, and a freak accident occurs between a truck that is carrying coffins and a car, which results in the coffin flying off the truck, tragically landing on the old man, and it kills him. And later at the funeral, the wife makes a really odd request to have them carve "I told you so" on the headstone. And when the caretaker asks her, "Why do you want to do this?" she tells him about their dark humor and fills him in on the bet they made. And the caretaker is touched by that story and agrees to do it, because in the end it was the damn coffin that carried him off. I got a few school jokes here. A Russian elementary school assignment was, "Please tell us an anecdote that demonstrates the kindness of our great leader Putin." On the due date, the teacher has students standing up and reading their assignments. Little Igor goes first. "One day, President Putin was walking down the street when he noticed a crying little girl. He asked what was troubling her, and she told him her cat went up in a tree and would not come down, and President Putin personally climbed the tree and rescued the cat." Everybody applauded. The teacher commended Igor. Little Olga's next. "One day, President Putin was inspecting a steel factory, and he noticed the workers had no adequate safety gear, and then he personally ordered the factory to stop and had them supplied with using his own personal wealth." Everybody applaud. The teacher commends little Olga. Little Sasha's next. "One day, President Putin was working in his office for the good of the Russian people, even though he had a terrible headache because of problems with the Ukraine. But he couldn't concentrate on his work because a bunch of kids was playing soccer in the street beneath the window. So he opened the window and he said, 'Stop your fucking game, you little shits,' and scram." And the whole class falls silent. And the teacher says, "Sasha, how on earth does this anecdote demonstrate the kindness of Putin?" And Sasha says, "Well, he could have ordered them all shot instead."
Wow.
The teacher says, Maria, please, can you find North America on the map?" And Maria goes, "Here it is." The teacher says, "Correct. Now, class, who discovered America?" And the whole class says, "Maria!"
That's right.
That's our education in our country. Teacher says, John, why are you doing your math multiplication on the floor?" John says, "You told me I had to do it without using tables." Teacher says, "Glenn, how do you spell crocodile?" Glenn says, Krokodil. Teacher says, "No, that's wrong." Glenn says, "Well, maybe it's wrong, but you asked me how I spelled it."
How do you spell?
Teacher says, "Donald, what's the chemical formula for water?" Donald says, HIJKLMNO. Teacher's like, "What are you talking about?" Donald says, "Well, yesterday you said it's H2O. H2O.
H2O.
Teacher says, "Millie, give me a sentence starting with I." Millie says, "I is," and the teacher goes, "No, Millie, always say I am." And Millie says, "Okay, I am the 9th letter of the alphabet." Teacher says, "George Washington not only chopped down his father's cherry tree, but he also admitted it. Now, Louis, Do you know why his father didn't punish him? And Libby says, well, because George had the axe in his hand still, maybe? Teacher, now Simon, tell me frankly, do you say prayers before each meal? And Simon says, no, I do not have to. My mom's a good cook. Teacher, Clyde, your essay on my dog is exactly the same as your brother's. Did you copy his? Clyde says, no, we have the same dog. Teacher, Harold, what do you call a person who keeps on talking when people are no longer interested? And Harold says, what, teacher? It's really important to have a good vocabulary. If I'd known the difference between the words antidote and anecdote, one of my good friends would still be alive. And my last one for the night. A TV crew's on a remote village making a documentary, and they stopped this villager and asked him if he'd tell a happy anecdote for this camera. And the man smiled and gave a deep, longing breath and said, well, there was this time when Sven's sheep got lost, so I wandered up the mountain, so we got together to look for it. We searched and searched all day long till we found it at sundown. We were all so happy to find it. We threw a party at the spot. We danced a lot, we sang a lot, we got very drunk, and in the end we all took turns banging the sheep's ass. The reporter's astounded. I'm sorry, he said. I can't play that on television. Don't you have another happy story that you might want to tell? Well, there was this other time, the villager said, once again with a longing smile. Always goat got lost, so I wandered up the mountain, so we got together to look for it. We searched and searched all day long till we found the goat at sundown. We were so happy, we commemorated all with a party. We danced, we sung all night long, we drank a lot of mead, and just before sunrise, we all took turns banging the goat's ass. Okay, enough happy stories. The reporter's losing it by this point. Could you tell us a sad story this time? And the villager's smile melted into a sad pout. With the voice trembling, he said, well, this one time I got lost, so I wandered up the mountain. I guess you didn't get that one.
No.
I guess that was beyond your all.
I got it.
Okay.
It was a lonely night.
Really intently.
All right, go ahead, Lisa. I know you got jokes.
There we go, why not?
All right, y'all. Lisa.
Hey, Lisa!
Hey,
Yay, Lisa!
There. Whoop.
Lisa, she's our girl. If she can't do it, fuck it.
All right.
I got very confused with the election. I really did. And by the time I walked down to the polls, I think because of all the signs, I ended up voting for 3 realtors. Seriously. Okay. Now, 1 cigarette shortens your life by 2 hours.
Goodbye, everybody.
1 bottle of vodka by 3 hours. And the kicker is 1 work day by 8 hours.
Wow.
So a camel can work 10 days without drinking. I can drink 10 days without working.
Not working? How much better skill?
And Fiddler and I went to this farmer's market, and there were all kinds of entrepreneurs there, and this guy was selling his non-alcoholic wine. He says, oh, it's delicious, it's delicious. I looked at him, I said, you have no proof. And 100 years ago, everyone owned a horse, and only the really wealthy had cars, right?
Yep.
Now, everyone has a car, and only the really wealthy have horses.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Very true. Very true.
And this one is special for you, Wyvern.
Oh, goody.
Happen chance. What did the bartender say when Charles Dickens ordered a martini?
More, please.
Olive or twist?
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist? Olive
Oliver Twist.
or
Oliver Twist, Oliver Twist. Ah, cute. That's better than more, please, but I would like more, please, with an Oliver Twist.
Lisa, can I have some more? Spilling a drink is the adult equivalent of losing a balloon.
Very disappointing.
True. True.
And you know, though, I've kind of been thinking, do I want to go back to work? Working in a mirror factory is something I could literally see myself doing. But I'm always late for work. But I make up for it by leaving early.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried hiring a handyman to help fit around the house. So I gave him a list, but he completed 1, 3, 5, and 7. Turns out he only does odd jobs. And but I did do something. I went online and I created a site to help find an electrician in your area. It's called WhatsApp. WhatsApp. And this is actually a true story. The combat zone, I don't know if you know Boston at all, but the everybody has that red light district. Well, not everybody, but a lot of
You're
the.
kind of breaking up.
Am I?
A little bit.
Your city has like a zone stay out in with Chippewa Street, but in Boston is called the combat zone. That's where, you know, they had Deep Throat showing and Chesty, whatever her name was, and the Playgirl Club and the Pussycat and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I seriously did get a job down there as a seamstress. And I actually created G-strings. I actually did make them. But I really wasn't suited for it, and the work was so-so. But if
That's
you
where the
know
name
it,
G-string comes from.
no, that is a true story. I did actually do that. If you need a job,
Interesting.
you could
I
always
don't know
try
if I need a
search-
G-string, yeah.
Oh, I made one for a drummer I dated. It was that's an, oh, I think he's asleep. If you need a job, you could always try search and rescue. They're always looking for people. And why did the guy give up his job fixing bathrooms, baths, sinks, and showers? The work was just too draining. There, in retail, though, there are 2 important things to learn. And this is honesty and empathy. And the sooner you learn how to fake these, the better you will be at your job.
Oh, that's a good point.
You look great in these pants. Yeah. They're perfect.
My boss says, why do I always have to come looking for you? My response, because a good worker is hard to find. And as I get older, I think of all the people I have lost along the way. And maybe being a tour guide.
Probably not.
That's it. I'm going to stop with that.
Oh, that was great, Lisa.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I did have to go change in the middle of it. I'm sorry I missed a little bit, but you loved it. Yay!
Thank you.
Oops.
Oh,
Hanging out
hug
with the
that, Mike.
ghost.
Hug it.
Yeah. We're gonna meet this ghost one day. I don't know. Alright, does anybody know what theme we doing next week for match game?
Fall. It looks like, I don't
It
know.
looks
Fall.
like Harvey.
Yeah, it looks
Alright.
like fall.
Alright, everybody take Pepper's Q and wear something, you know, fallish. Like
Fallish?
No.
Okay.
leather mini skirts and tall boots
Alright, I have plenty of clothes that fall off.
for sure.
Oh my lord.
They're not even good.
Okay, well, we'll
Alright, and with that, tell everybody, thank you for calling to tell us your jokes. Thank you for making us laugh. Thank you for laughing at us. And just thank you
Good
for
to see
everything.
y'all.
And remember to like and subscribe and share.
Good to be you.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. And I don't
And
know.
another reminder, 4 p.m.
I would say give me
tomorrow,
the money,
SLT
but that wouldn't be classy
is
at all.
Derby with Jim.
Wait, I have money
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yay,
Wednesday
yay.
nights,
Yay.
5 o'clock.
Hey,
Is that right, Jim?
Porcelana?
I'm gonna
4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
4
SLT
o'clock.
on Wednesday.
4 o'clock SL time, Wednesday, at the Crash Derby place. Jim hosts derbies.
Oh,
They're going to be doing themes.
Jim?
Sexy pumpkins and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
pumpkins, whatever melons you like.
Alright, good night, everybody. Signing off.
Hey.
Thank you,
Thank you,
I'm
Nick.
not
Nick.
signing off.
Good
I'm
night.
just
Thanks, Nick.
turning off the stream.
Nick.